Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending the place where you have watched your news. Today we have interesting information that we are sure you will appreciate. And it's time to start with the local news. So let's start.
Around 17 hectares of the 2,000 of mangrove that found in the area. El Llorón Bahía de Jiquilisco in Usulután. It was being deteriorated and is a danger of disappearance. Study expert of Fondo Social de America have determined that if we don't do something quickly, this area will be disappear completely in one period of 3 or 4 years. This problem began with the earthquake in 2001. Due to the drainage principle was collapsed and closed, creating a saturation of water. The tropical depression E12 in the last October got worse this problem because the saturation excessive of water of Rio Lempa provoked the saturation of sweet water. For the moment, just some people are looking after in this area, and it's important to protect it because the forests are important in our country. We know mangroves and forests were absorbing the dioxide of carbon, helping to get a smaller quantity of this gas. But even this effort for avoid the salty forest are even very small for the flash new Hazel.
Excellent. Hazel brought us information very interesting. And something that is also very interesting are the facts around the world. And by the way, now we are going to know about all that. And now, the international news. Go. Hello people, these are the international news. So pay attention please, and you will know what's happening around the world. At first, Obama expresses condolences to Pakistan's president. The president of USA, Barack Obama, called Pakistan's president Sunday to express condolences over the airstrike that killed 24 soldiers near the Afghanistan border more than a week ago. The White House said in a statement, the president made clear that this regrettable incident was not a deliberate attack on Pakistan. And as final information, leaders pieced together an effort to keep the euro intact. European leaders are working overtime on a tentative deal to try save the euro, which they hope to complete at a crucial summit meeting in Brussels this week. Very good. And after we have watched some serious issues, it's time to get a little fun. And right now, we are watching Entertainment Matters.
Hello everyone. Starting with entertainment, we'll see a little about the premieres in USA. As we all know, the famous Charlize Theron, who in 2008 starred The Burning Flame, is now involved in the movie Young Adult, movie which tells the story of a writer who works in the shadow for a celebrity who signed her work, what is here called a black. This tries to recover a past love, although in principle, unfortunately not achieve its objectives. On the other hand, we have the Australian Emily Browning in the English Hugh Kids, who are going to play in the film City, directed by Julia Late. Emily is a young student who is immersed in the world of prostitution. When she is asleep under the influence of drugs, men do with her whatever they want, and she is unable to remember next morning. Turning to a more literary side, we have to show The House of Night. It's a series of fantasy novel, romance, and vampire-based terror targeting the young adult, and written by the American author P.C. and Christine Cast. The series novel is around Saul Redbeard, a girl who has recently been married and has the obligation to attend the boarding house of night, located in Oklahoma, which will train to become a vampire adult or die in the process. Now you have the choice to watch this movie or get the 8th book at the end of this month.
And I've heard about a new cell phone that is very good and very nice, and I'm very interested to know what is about that phone. And now it's time to science and technology.
Good afternoon, everybody. Today in Human Interest, Facebook will hire thousands of employees in 2012. The social networking site Facebook announced Friday its intention to hire thousands of employees in 2012 due to unexpected exponential growth, while awaiting entry to the stock market news year. Next year, we will add thousands of employees, said Director of Development at Facebook, Charles Sauber, who arrived into New York to announce the installation in the city for the first time a team of engineers from the firm. Facebook currently has about 3,000 employees, according to Sauber, 100 of them in New York, where operations are concentrate marketing and recruitment. Sauber repeatedly refused in a press conference at the company office on Madison Avenue, the head of the Big Apple, to specify how many people were in New York, but considered that the current office would probably insufficient space. And now, in science and technology, the smartphone has been discovered like a new medical invention that harnesses the power of the smartphone technology, could revolutionize the treatment of hair patches. According to researchers from Switzerland, the smartphone detects danger in a heartbeat and can be very useful for the easier medical procedures. The standalone tool not only automatically identifies heart rate abnormalities, but also alerts doctors in seconds, helping them to treat patients more quickly. Researchers also hope to find other use for health-related tools, such as monitoring sporting performance or evaluation of diet and physical activity in obese patients. In other parts of the world, in Thailand, the Western Digital announced that restart hard disk production. Hard disk and Western Digital say that it has partially restored production at a facility that had been shut down because of the flooding in Thailand. The world's largest ATD manufacturer in terms of volume, Western Digital was one of the hardest hit by the flooding. The company has 37,000 workers in Thailand, and production in the country accounts for 16% of the company.
Well, and have you been wondering how to get your skin perfect? That's good, because now we have a section, Healthiness.
There are many myths about diet and what we should or should not do when we eat, and many people are governed by this myth at the time of diet or another. These are some myths about food that we shall clarify. For instance, bread is an important source of carbohydrates and therefore energy. It's true that an excessive intake of carbohydrates will increase your weight. It will result more calories than we need for our daily activities. Another myth is the one that says that drinking 2 liters of water helps to lose weight. As a matter of fact, water saves to the shape of our body the complete loss of fluids. The truth is that an excessive fluid can be harmful to the body by the loss of some minerals such as sodium through the urine. The same goes with food, because there are many people who believe that fed on meat will lose weight. The fruit contains fructose and natural sugar found in nuts and give us a lot of calories if you don't end up fatter spent. In addition, the fruit can supply the nutrients such as protein or fat that our body needs. And now, we present an advice to maintain redden the skin. If you thought that the honey is only palatable, we already know it's a good ally to eliminate dry skin, prevents aging, and gives brightness and considerable antioxidant protection. it will be very useful, especially in this era of hybrid. That's been everything about health food and medicine, and now let's go on with Paul.
Many people have been waiting for this. Now, sports. Enjoy it. Hello people who love the sports. I got some good news for all of you today. And now we start playing to kick in Spain. So, in the soccer news, the Real Madrid soccer team has had a great streak these last days, with a lot of victories over their rivals. Maybe this team will be the champion of league for this season, even on beating houses. This team is the favorite. All seems like if the coach Mourinho and the players have made a good job this time. And now, we move to their country El Salvador, where the Liga Mayor de Football is almost finishing with teams Once Municipal and Firpo as favorites to win the cup. That's almost resolved, so keep your attention in the finals of this league because the outcome is very close. And for the fans of Brazilian soccer player Katya, it's possible that he will return to Milan next summer. Katya left Milan in 2009 after 6 successful years in which he proclaimed Golden Ball, and with whom he won many cups a few years ago. And in other sports, the golf player Tiger Woods celebrated after winning the Chevron World Challenge on Sunday, December 4th, in Thousand Oaks, California, in what was his first win in 2 years. And in the boxing, Miguel Ángel Cotto have discussed a possible fight against Chavez Jr. Yes, Miguel Cotto will rest the rest of the year and analyze a possible fight against Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. in 2012 for the middleweight world title. And that's all about the sports. Thank you for paying attention and see you later, friends. And finally, you can't leave your house without knowing this information. Now, the winner.
Today a new clue will be arriving our country. According to the expert in this net, will be weighing that a new clue arriving our country with wind more of 19 kilometers per hour. It will be that the temperature diminish of 10 centigrade or 15 centigrade or until 8 centigrade in the summertime. The possible diminution for some. In the western zone, the temperature maximum are 18 grades centigrade, minimum are 10 grades centigrade. In eastern zone, 16 grades centigrade, 11 centigrade. Central zone, 15 centigrade, 18 centigrade.